Hey everybody, thanks for checking out today's video. In this one we are going to talk about some heroes in our very brand new faction, the Far East faction. And I'm going to go over basically the heroes that really just kind of struck my fancy. So hope you enjoyed today's video, and let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so first I'm going to apologize if I pronounce these incorrectly. I did try to look them up to make sure that I was somewhat accurate. But having said that, the first one that I want to talk about is May. I think that she is going to be a powerhouse hitter. If we look at her special skills, you can see that maxed out, her attack is 445%. That is crazy. So, she also ignores 20% defense, which is really nice. So I think that with the right type of artifacts and maybe paired with an attack up hero, it's gonna be pretty crazy how hard that she can hit, I think. And then her damage goes up by 25% if her target is lower than her attack percent. And that, I think, is just crazy. Like, that could really be maybe even stronger than Sophia or Ketra at this point, depending upon how you artifact and how you go on. So she was the first one that I really thought was just going to be a heavy hitter. Alright, so next up we have Bao. Bao is also going to be another heavy hitter that came out with this new faction. If we go and we look at her special skills, you're going to see that her damage is based on 40% of her max health point. And that is fully maxed, but that's a really high number. And I think that with if you focus your artifacts on life or health point, she can hit really hard. And she also ignores 20% defense, which is always a great thing to have. I kind of look for that whenever I see heroes. And then she can stun if she has a critical hit on an opponent. So she almost kind of reminds me a little bit of Freya. So I think that she could be a really strong hero to have in your arsenal, especially coming up for wars or in the arena. I think that it should be really strong. So I would definitely be on the lookout for her. If you do pull her, just make sure you really focus on your artifacts being that health point percent. And I think she'd be a powerhouse hitter. Alright, now we're going to move into the rares. I think there are some really good rares that we're going to talk about, and then we're actually going to move on to an uncommon that really, I think, is going to be a diamond in the rough. So the first one we have here is Yawn. Yawn's special skills, I think, could be a really deadly combo, especially with tile damage being the way that they are. So if you look at the special skills that he has, you're going to have attack up, board king, and spell shield. So it's almost like you're taking like an Aurora or a Gaffadeth and then combining them with Rhonda. And that is, I mean, that could really be a powerful support hero to have on your team to really get, and maximize your tile damage specifically, or your special skills as well. But tile damage is really what I'm thinking about as far as your attack heroes go. So I would definitely keep them around, especially for things like war, or even if they're just on your regular team. I think that this could be a fantastic support hero to have on your team. So definitely keep him. Alright, so next up we have the hero Sip. Now, Sip, I really think could be super beneficial, especially in war. He has the ability to resurrect not just one hero, but all of the heroes. The only issue is that they get resurrected with just one health point. So it would be really important to pair him with a healer. But I think that the fact that he can resurrect all of the dead allies is really interesting, because we don't see that on any of the other resurrect heroes. So I personally think that having a resurrect hero, especially someone that can resurrect all of your heroes, is definitely someone you're going to want on your bench, on your hero bench. Okay, next up we have Puck. Now, Puck I really like because he's a cleanser, so he's able to remove negative statuses from the other allies. And then he also grants recovery, which, I mean, I personally like instant healing, but recovery can be a really wonderful thing to have as well. So I would definitely want to keep him because he's going to be useful for wars with that cleansing, since there's so many heroes that throw negative statuses. Alright, so last up we have a hero that I'm really excited about. Now this is an uncommon hero. Her name is Pen. Now, when you fully max her special abilities, she's going to have 445% attack, which is huge, and she ignores 20% defense. And then she also has the ability to, or it's a special, her secondary skill that if there's only one enemy alive, she has a chance to hit twice. So I think there's a lot of power behind her, and I'm super excited. I'm actually leveling her right now on my main account, and I'm loving using her. I think that she can be really valuable, specifically for wars and then for raid bosses, actually. So if she keeps impressing me the way that she has so far, I'm going to take her as high as I can. I'm going to take her all the way up to 660. I think she's going to be a little powerhouse hero, a little hidden gem in there. So anyway, be on the lookout for some of those uncommons. Sometimes they can surprise you with their ability and power. So they're also a lot cheaper to max out their special skills and to awaken. So I like using rares and uncommons a lot because it's cheaper on resources. Okay, that was all that I had to talk about today. I know a lot of people tend to focus on the legendary or the epic heroes, but I really wanted to make sure I brought attention to the rare and the uncommon hero that I think would be really beneficial to have in your arsenal of heroes. So I hope that you really enjoyed today's video. As always, leave any comments or questions if you have ideas for future videos or you want me to clarify something in this video. And I hope that you all have a fantastic day.